The mirror doesn't lie. You can exercise daily, count every calorie, and still carry that stubborn belly fat that refuses to budge no matter what you try. But what if I told you that the solution isn't about eating less throughout the day, but rather not eating at all for a specific window of time? Before you close this video thinking it sounds too extreme, hear me out. Because the science behind a 36-hour fast might just change everything you thought you knew about losing visceral fat. Let me start by explaining what makes visceral fat so different from the fat you can pinch on your arms or thighs. Visceral fat wraps around your internal organs, deep inside your abdominal cavity. It's metabolically active, which means it's constantly releasing inflammatory compounds and hormones that interfere with your body's normal functions. This type of fat increases your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. The frustrating part is that visceral fat is often the last to go with traditional dieting methods, which is exactly why a 36-hour fast can be so powerful. When you stop eating for 36 hours, your body goes through several distinct metabolic phases that specifically target visceral fat. During the first 12 hours after your last meal, your body burns through its glycogen stores, which is essentially the sugar stored in your liver and muscles. Most people never get past this stage because they eat before these stores are depleted. But when you push past this point, something remarkable happens. Between hours 12 and 18, your body shifts into a state called ketosis. Without glucose readily available, your liver starts breaking down fat cells and converting them into ketones, which become your primary fuel source. This is where the magic begins for visceral fat loss. Visceral fat is actually more metabolically active than subcutaneous fat, which means it responds faster to hormonal signals telling it to release stored energy. When insulin levels drop during fasting, visceral fat cells receive the signal loud and clear. By the time you reach 24 hours of fasting, your growth hormone levels can increase by up to 5 times their normal amount. Growth hormone is crucial for fat burning and muscle preservation. It specifically targets fat stores for energy while protecting your lean muscle mass. This is the opposite of what happens with chronic calorie restriction, where you often lose muscle along with fat, slowing down your metabolism in the process. The 36-hour mark is significant because this is when autophagy really kicks into high gear. Autophagy is your body's cellular cleaning process, where damaged cells and proteins are broken down and recycled. Think of it as your body taking out the trash and using those materials to build something new. This process is particularly important for reducing inflammation. And since visceral fat is a major source of inflammatory compounds, autophagy helps address the root cause of why that fat accumulated in the first place. Now let's talk about the practical side of doing a 36-hour fast. The most sustainable approach is to finish dinner on day 1, skip all meals on day 2, and break your fast with breakfast on day 3. This means you're sleeping through a significant portion of the fast, making it much more manageable than it sounds. During the fasting period, you can drink water, black coffee, and plain tea. Staying hydrated is absolutely critical, and many people find that black coffee or green tea helps suppress appetite while providing a small metabolic boost. The first time you attempt a 36-hour fast, expect to feel hungry, especially around your normal meal times. This is completely normal. Hunger comes in waves and typically passes after 15 to 20 minutes. Many people are surprised to discover that hunger isn't this constantly increasing sensation, but rather comes and goes. Keeping busy with work, hobbies, or light exercise can help distract you during these waves. It's important to understand that a 36-hour fast isn't something you should do every week. Once or twice a month is sufficient for most people to see significant benefits. Your body needs time to adapt and recover between extended fasts. Some people prefer doing this once a month as a metabolic reset, while others find that twice a month gives them optimal results for visceral fat loss. When you break your fast, resist the temptation to immediately eat a large meal. Start with something light and easily digestible, like bone broth, a small salad, or some steamed vegetables with a modest portion of protein. Give your digestive system time to wake up gradually. After an hour or two, you can return to eating normally, but you'll likely notice that your appetite is different. Many people find that extended fasting naturally resets their hunger signals, making it easier to eat appropriate portions without feeling deprived. The results speak for themselves. Studies have shown that extended fasting can reduce visceral fat by up to 20% when done consistently over several months. People report feeling lighter, more energetic, and notice visible changes in their waistline that diet and exercise alone couldn't achieve. The key is approaching this as a tool in your overall health strategy, not a quick fix or punishment for eating poorly. Your body is designed to thrive during periods without food. For thousands of years, humans regularly went extended periods between meals. A 36-hour fast simply taps into this ancient metabolic pathway that's been buried under our modern pattern of constant eating. The visceral fat that's been holding you back might finally meet its match when you give your body the time it needs to access and burn it away.